This morning on Daybreak, another look at some remarkable women in the Ozarks. We introduce you to someone who's dedicated her life to helping others.
And big changes could be coming to I-44. We'll tell you how many lanes this new proposal is suggesting.
Also, how a bill is aimed to help fight the opioid epidemic in Missouri. We've got the details on that and more coming up this morning for you on Daybreak.
Welcome back. It's Tuesday, February 25th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano as we have the Mardi Gras colors decked out for this Fat Tuesday, as you noticed right now. I like the colors. The green, yellow, and gold, rather, not yellow. Green, gold, and purple.
Got to get it right. Yeah, they're different. I like them for a special occasion.
I do as well, and I know what they all stand for, and I'll tell you that in our headlines segment coming up later on.
That was so mean. You're not going to tell us what they mean now?
No, because I have a better fact. You're talking about eating king cake.
Yeah.
Ozarks Fox AM had one delivered from New Orleans, all right? Mm-hmm. They are just one of 50,000 king cakes that have been shipped out of state for the Mardi Gras season.
Wow.
That's the way to do it.
How do you like
one
that?
From New Orleans.
Yeah, we got one from a place there, so not too bad. I'm looking forward to it. Nice weather down there for the parades and everything else. It's south, it's warm, it's all right, but not so much for us,
yeah.
right?
No, we'll have a chillier day today, and then things just turn cold by tomorrow. We've got clouds out there right now with these temperatures colder than yesterday in the 30s. It's 36 degrees in Springfield on north and northwest winds at 9 miles per hour. We're finding some patchy drizzle and fog out there this morning. Visibility is down to 4 miles in Rolla. You can kind of see some speckled drizzle on Springfield there this morning. It's not a steady rain. You're just getting spit on a little bit at the bus stop. Temperatures have tumbled by about 10 degrees from yesterday. It's 36 degrees in Springfield, 36 in Camdenton, and 36 degrees in Rolla. Winds are out of the north, and that's what's bringing in a cooler air mass for today, and things will stay cold through tomorrow. So dry roads through most of the afternoon, but then we will have some showers arrive later on this afternoon and evening. You'll probably get the kids from school dry. We'll just have the clouds, things feeling damp, temperatures cooler in the lower 40s. Then we'll have rain arrive later on today. That's going to change over to snow tonight, and that will leave us colder as we head through the day tomorrow. Details on that coming up in 10 minutes.
New this morning, the Missouri State Highway Patrol has issued an endangered silver advisory alert for a missing woman out of Berry County. She's 82-year-old Janet Long and hasn't been seen since noon yesterday. She left her residence on Farm Road 1215 in Golden, Missouri to go shopping in Rogers, Arkansas. She suffers from memory loss and has not returned home yet. She is 5'1" and has white and gray hair and blue eyes. She was wearing a black leather jacket with a pink purse and was driving a forest green Honda Odyssey. License plate reads GF68P. If you have seen her or the vehicle, you're asked to contact authorities.
In more local news, the city of Springfield has decided to help MoDOT with a project you may be excited to hear about. It's the widening of I-44. Last night, the city of Springfield pledged to match grant money MoDOT has applied for, totaling $2 million. The project would widen and resurface I-44 from 4 lanes to 6, from West Bypass all the way to Highway 65. The project would also repair bridges and would build a pedestrian underpass to connect trailways. Springfield Public Works Director Dan Smith says part of the $2 million requested would be federal funds already granted to the city. The other would come from the 8th cent transportation sales tax.
It's money that is already available, and the question is, would council like to allocate them that money to this purpose? The discussion about improving the interstate system across the state of Missouri has been discussed a lot. The needs are growing, the interstate system is aging, and just to accommodate the traffic needs today, something really does need to be done to I-44 across the whole state.
Now, the widening of I-44 was not the only bill discussed by City Council. The city decided to broaden the rules for nuisance properties, and Council also decided cosmetology businesses can operate out of a home. Now, those services are not just limited to haircutting and styling.
If you're registered to vote in Greene County, absentee voting starts today for the April 7th general election. The absentee ballots are available in the clerk's office until the day before that election. Voters may also vote there for the March presidential preference primary. That's coming up soon. That'll be March 10th. You can vote until March 9th.
In your education coverage,
We're always looking for efficiency, and so the budget we're working on now cuts $3 million of expenses out of the budget.
Advocating for more state funding and figuring out how much tuition they're going to get. Missouri State University is starting to plan their budget for next school year. 97% of MSU's operating funds come from two sources, students as well as state appropriations. MSU President Cliff Smart says on the state side, the university begins planning using the governor's budget recommendation. All the 2- and 4-year schools are expected to receive the same funding as last year, which was $94 million for MSU. Smart says they're working to see if they can get some increase throughout the House Budget Committee. As for the student side, Smart says they're still gathering information with first-time freshmen, transfer students, and graduate students, and things are especially uncertain with international students due to the coronavirus.
For example, we've got about 100 students from one of our partner universities in China that want to start here in the fall. Can they get visas? Will they be able to travel? That's $1 million in revenue just from those 100 students.
Now, after the governor signs the state budget around May, that's when the university has a good idea of how many students are coming in. They will present a draft budget to the board, get their input, and then present a final budget the first week of June.
Got some news around the region now for you. Several bills have been introduced in the Missouri legislature to fight the opioid epidemic this year. Most recently, a bill that would allow healthcare professionals to provide hypodermic needles passed in the House. Republican Holly Rader from Sykeston created this bill in response to the opioid crisis, and it would exempt healthcare professionals from being penalized for providing clean needles to people with addictions. Republican Justin Hill of Lake St. Louis, who voted against a prescription drug monitoring program, said yes in support of providing clean needles, saying this will prevent people with addictions from going to the black market for paraphernalia.
We oftentimes prohibit access to something to save them from themselves. We currently have a prohibition on clean needles.
And that bill will now be sent to the Senate for deliberation and vote.
We have breaking news from overnight. Police confirm a woman has died in a shooting at a community center in a St. Louis suburb. It happened at the Maryland Heights Community Center. According to officials, the woman was shot and killed near the front desk at the facility. Investigators say the officer confronted the gunman and they exchanged fire. The suspect was shot before taken into custody.
Onto a local spotlight for you as we continue to look at remarkable women throughout the Ozarks.
That's where we look at women who are doing great things in their communities. Color 10's Nyjah McDonald met with a woman who's dedicated her life to helping others. Nyjah.
Well, good morning, Lauren and Joe. Janice Varner is from the tight-knit community of Washburn, Missouri. Varner was nominated by her best friend's son, Warren Rose. In his nomination letter, Rose says he can't think of a time when Varner wasn't a part of their lives. He says from school activities to weddings, Varner was there. Rose says Varner has always put God first and placed others before herself, which is something I got to witness firsthand. Janice Varner says she had just been reelected to serve her 5th term as the Barry County tax collector when she made the decision to retire.
I haven't been retired that long, but still yet when I go anywhere, I get lots and lots of good comments, and that's touching to me because I've always liked to help people.
That desire to help prompted her retirement after learning her daughter, Gina Davis, had been diagnosed with ovarian cancer.
My daughter and I were best friends before. She's not only my daughter, she's my best friend, and we do just about everything together.
Which now includes Davis's chemo treatments.
This is my 10th one, and she's never missed a chemo treatment. She's been here for every one.
Davis says this trying time has brought the inseparable pair even closer together.
I knew my mother was always there when I needed. I have recognized now that she has given me more than I've ever known.
Both agree this experience has given them a new appreciation for life.
It makes me appreciate more because I don't see how people can go through all this without strong support behind them.
You can always comment on what I would do if I was there, but you don't know until you're faced with it what you're going to do or how you're going to react.
Varner says their faith helps keep the family in good spirits.
Through trusting in God, He's going to get us through it, and we're going to come out victorious over this.
Varner says,
I feel like God put me on earth to help other people, because in the Bible it tells us in lots of places that we are to have other people at heart and help them.
which is what she tells me she'll continue to do as long as she's able to do so. Well, the final Remarkable piece will air a week from today, and then the winner will be announced Friday, March 6th.
Thank you, Nija. We're starting out with some dry roads in Springfield this morning, but we do have some patchy fog. You can kind of see that on the camera this morning. We've got visibility down to 8 miles in Springfield. We also have cloudy skies and some patchy drizzle out there. Details on rain showers changing to snow overnight tonight coming up next.